and then you'll die.
All right, so I guess I'll just because I when I was playing, I guess before we get into the meat of things here, I guess I should point out that um, for anybody that's watching this, um, we are not professional podcasters by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh yeah, totally.
And by the way, I am Philip Trail Mix, and you can see there Steven the Navigator.
What's up?
um, so also I wanted to kind of give a brief explanation as to the names are trail names, and so I chose Navigator for Steven because anybody that has done any amount of hiking knows that um, well, amount of hiking that we generally do off trail and things like that. You need somebody that is a route finder, and Steven is definitely that. Thus, the navigator.
Nice, man.
Um, and that's an absolute necessity out there for if you're going to be doing any kind of off trail type of stuff like what we've been doing. Um, so Steven, we've been working up to this summiting Beartooth Mountain for what were
This
we
will
going on,
be
4 years, 3 years,
yeah.
4 years?
This will be year number 4.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know if you had this problem when we decided to summit Beartooth Mountain. I had a hard time finding like specific information, you know, um, like specific routes and what it actually looks like and things like that.
Yeah, I had the same problem. It was I mean I always, hence navigator. I love know where I'm going, terrain, I memorize it. And like you said, I've scoured everything, looked at all, just dug through archives trying to find pictures or routes and people's accounts of climbing it. And I've only found two consistent ways to get up there. They either hike across from the pass at the top of the pass that you can drive to, and then hike across the. It's not really flat, but it looks flat on a map.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
I heard it's quite arduous. I heard to do in one day, and then the other way is the way we're going to try is up Black Canyon at the far end, and then we're going to get around that. Hopefully, once we get around that proverbial bend that we never got around, because it's the landscape out there is so massive. It'll probably what looks like right around the corner is probably a solid hour hike,
Right.
and then an hour back. And then for us, it'd probably be 2 hours farting around once we killed that 1 hour. So that's half a day. But yeah, I think those are the only two. I can't even find pictures of the top of the mountain. So
Yeah, yeah.
there's pictures of like people taking shots, vista shots from the top, but like there's no real solid hardcore, hey, this is how you get up there, blah blah blah. It's kind of like, hey, we did this, good luck, maybe it'll work for you.
Right, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
There's no accounts of anybody dying, so I feel pretty confident. But it's just the first time for everything. So.
Well, this is true, but we'll do our level best, and Lord willing, we won't be the first one.
Yeah, fortunately, we're smart enough to know when to get out.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not like, oh, I think we can make it, because once you get up there, you got to find a way down. So
Yes, and you're not what you would call in a very good spot to be getting a hold of somebody in the event you did need help.
Yeah, there's no service.
Speaking of that, I ordered that Spot Gen 4.
Oh,
It's a satellite communication thing that um it actually has an SOS button right on it that
oh,
if you
nice.
push that button, it's basically 911 for the backwoods. It activates search and rescue and sends your GPS location or coordinates and the whole 9 yards. So
Right on.
in the event that the
Yeah,
unfortunate happens, we have that with us. But
yeah.
um,
I'm really surprised our cell phones don't do that. I mean, of all the technology and the stuff they have floating around the planet, we can keep a guy up there in a space station, but we can't make our cell phones work like
yeah,
just for that kind of situation.
right, right.
You know,
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, even searching on like YouTube and watching all these backpacking videos and hiking videos and stuff, and um, there's nothing for Beartooth Mountain. You get all kinds of stuff for the Beartooths,
Yeah,
but nothing as far as specific for the Beartooth Mountain. So I'm kind of hoping that we can remedy that a little bit with our trip out there.
yeah, that'd be nice because I think, like you said, you look stuff up, and a lot of these other mountains, they're fun to get to. I think that's the main thing. They're a lot of fun to get to. They're easy to get to.
Hmm.
This one is not easy to get to.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it takes 2 days to get to it.
Right.
So, and it's not it's half the trail isn't even there. So
Right.
you have to know what the heck you're doing.
Yeah. Which, by the way, we can say with 100% certainty because we have seen uh I would say the vast majority of the route we're going to take. I mean, who knows what we're going to find around that bend, but
Yeah.
um
Hopefully, there's like 100 square feet that's flat. We can pitch a tent,
you're right. Yeah.
have a little space. That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, and I trying to remember what that that pond that we're planning on staying at that second, the the second day, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I try to remember what that terrain really looked like. I don't remember a whole lot of level there, but
But it was level. So, like, we came off Thunder Mountain, and then we came down in front of Beartooth Glacier where we kicked up that goat.
hmm.
And then that was nice. That was flat. And it was like so pristine. I felt like we shouldn't even be walking on it. But like where that water was, yeah, there wasn't. I don't remember a lot of flat right there. It was more sloped because it was flat a little bit, and then it was almost like just a huge rock slide, and then we had to boulder our way down to the next glacier. But yeah, it'd
Right, right.
be nice to get around that bend, even if there was just, I say 100 square feet. I'll take 50 square feet.
Yeah.
We just need room to put two tents, or you know,
Right.
two room for two guys that occupy some ground.
Yeah.
So, but I'm excited. I'm a little nervous, but because there's not a lot of reports about people going up there, just a handful.
Yeah, what is that? Summitpost.org. I think what did they say? It was only climbed like a couple of times last year or something.
Yeah, I think twice. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's probably three if we count the guy we ran into at that one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I
Yeah,
forgot
because
about
he had
him.
just come off there. Yeah. That's my other thing. I want to get up there and get down, and I was stuck in a blizzard because it snows up there every afternoon. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah, because as treacherous as that is going up, I can't imagine trying to come down in a snowstorm.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no.
I'd be hitting the SOS button, be like, send us a helicopter and a pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. Okay, so what about so we know the vast majority of the route we're going to be taking. What would you say is your favorite part of that route that we've been on already?
My favorite part.
Mm,
It's tough, but I know this is like it's into the it's in the first part of the hike, but I've dubbed it the wall. Remember the wall of huckleberries as you're hiking,
yes.
and the wall that is like I don't know, man. When people say, "What's your favorite part?" I'm like, I instantly think of the wall because you can just literally stand there and just hanging down in front of you and just pick them and eat them. So that's kind of my favorite part because there's huckleberries for quite a ways on that trail.
Yeah, if we can hit the timing right again like we did that first year we were out there.
Yeah, we got skunked like the rest of the times we've been out there. But yeah, that
Yeah.
first year, I'm just like, man, look at this. There's huckleberries everywhere. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Huckleberries and strawberries and raspberries and
Oh, dude. Yeah. Came home fat on that
yeah.
one.
Yeah. Get up there, we're like, what'd we pack all this food for? We didn't need
No
it.
kidding. Yeah, between the berries and all the fish. Holy cow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the fishing's pretty incredible. But you gotta be pretty dedicated to get back there to go fish them. So,
Yeah, yeah, especially at Black Canyon. You know,
yeah.
it's not like going to like Lost Lake. Lost Lake's fairly simple to get to, if you're just going out to go fishing or whatever, but
Yeah. Black Canyon. Black Canyon is beautiful though. I would say if I had to pick the 1-2 punch would be like the Huckleberries and then get the Black Canyon because it's just there's no one else out there. Nobody.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
So, what about you? What's your favorite part, or what are you looking forward to?
Oh man. I would have to say probably my favorite part of the route that we're going to be taking is Black Canyon Lake itself. Plus what I'm looking forward to the most is the um taking the easy way to Black Canyon and not the way we
Oh,
took last time. I'm very, very interested to see that side of things, um,
yeah, I mean,
and not be just absolutely land blasted from boulder hopping for, you know, 12 hours.
yeah. Or have to cross a raging creek.
Yes, yes.
That was sketchy. Our wives would literally kill us if they knew what we did.
Oh man,
Yeah, they would have.
yes.
I don't know if they literally kill us, but they would not. They'd be like, "What is wrong with you
Yeah,
two?"
yeah.
Yo, yeah, that boulder hopping. I'm surprised. I wish we had a GoPro for that one because we were pretty much delirious.
Yes, by the time
But
we
that
got
was,
to Black Canyon Lake, I for one was absolutely just shot. Because
was whipped.
once you got to bouldering, then you had, I mean, it's fairly steep going up into Black Canyon. Once you get, that crossing there and stuff, and
Yeah,
so I think I'm looking forward to that the most is not being totally shot by the time we get to Black Canyon.
yeah,
Plus, I'm hoping that that's gonna make our traverse around the edge of the lake easier, you know,
yeah. I'm down. Yeah,
because that's probably the one part I'm not looking forward to the most is that cross it or going around that edge of the lake there, the edge of Black Canyon.
yeah. I'm not really looking forward to that either because that, like you said, it's rough and
Yeah,
it's just rough and it sucks.
yeah, and that
And then to
was
do it with a pack, not
yeah,
much. So
yeah,
it's like one misstep and you're done. Yeah, you're getting wet and you're probably gonna get hypothermia. So
yeah.
yeah, so it'll be a good time.
So, and I'm hoping that we go in that quote unquote easy route will give us extra time too. That we can take our time getting around there.
Yeah, because I think we know like from Black Canyon down to remember we took all those pictures, kind of like we found that like open spot and there was all those big boulders. I
Mm-hmm.
bet we crossed right there. but we decided not to, and we ended up having to risk our lives crossing the bottom.
Yeah.
So next time I'm just knee deep still water. I'll cross it instead of raging water. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think we connect the two dots this time. We'll have a full map, and we'll be. Because I'm dead. Like that's my 1-2 thing. I'm like I want to know where those two connect, and so we're not getting bouldered in, and then I want to see what's around that bend, because what's around that bend is going to get us up to the top of that mountain.
Yeah.
There's that's the only way.
Yeah. Yeah, and and it's hard telling what's around that bend. You look at some of these maps, and I mean,
Mm.
like topographical maps. I mean, they can be fairly deceiving. Judging by what we've been in and what comparing that to the topographical maps that I've seen, they can be pretty deceiving sometimes.
Yeah, that's for sure. like that, like that boulder field that we went through. We didn't think it was like we thought it was like a few hundred yards. Nope, it's about a
Yeah.
mile.
Mm-hmm.
The map is way off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Talk
you want to
about.
know how to not to get somewhere? Come talk to one of us.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. A couple of guys that it's just right over there.
Right over
We
there.
could get down that, or we could get up that.
And we have, but it wasn't a lot of so
Yeah.
Oh, like last year, I was so tired of bouldering. I was like, whoa. And then it started to rain. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Just get me out of here.
That was definitely concerning when we were coming down by Slide Rock Lake, and it started to
Yeah.
sprinkle on us, and like, oh man, these rocks get slippery, and
Yeah.
we'll be in
It
some
was like,
trouble here.
I think it was like, if you can see my finger, I think we were like right there. That whole, that whole deal right there over my, let's see, it'd be my right. I just looked down. Yeah, right. Um, my right shoulder. It looks like a gradual slope. Is not. It's pretty vertical, and it is boulders like the size of Volkswagen Beetles.
Yeah, yeah.
No joke. All the way to the water's edge. It sucked. There's no way around it.
Nope.
There's
And
no.
that's where the route finding comes into play, because you you be going along just good, and then all of a sudden you come to a boulder that looks like, as you're walking up onto it, it looks like it's, a big boulder, but you get to the edge of it and you realize that it's a 10-foot boulder, that there's a 10-foot drop on the other side of it, and well, I guess we need to find a different route now.
Yeah.
So,
You know. Well, that's what makes it. I don't know. For me, it makes it kind of fun.
yeah.
I like finding the way. So
Yeah, and that's
keeps me.
I think that's part of the appeal of it too, is there's, for me anyway, it'd be an off trail, is there's no set route that, you know, you can go that way or go this way and take your chances on, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yep. You can do whatever you want, and like you can bring, binos and try to look at stuff, but one stuff is huge. The binos, they're not going to do you any good. I mean, you might as well just look with your naked eye and be like, that's what it is. Because like once your brain comprehends how big things are out there,
mm-hmm.
um, yeah, you have a much better understanding. Because I mean, you can sit there and glass it all day. You're like, oh, it doesn't look that far.
Right.
And we had that. What was it? Last year we had that problem. Like we saw the top of that mountain where we were based below it. They're like, oh, it's not that far. Then I straight lined it on the map. It was 2 miles. It looked
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it didn't look that far at all. It looked like maybe half a mile.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah. And I think that was probably our biggest takeaway from the first time we were at Black Canyon, when we climbed Thunder Mountain, was that's when it, for me anyway, that's when it really set in that, the how deceiving it is out there as far as distances and size and stuff like that.
yeah, stuff's just it's so big out there.
Yeah.
And I know there's bigger places on the planet, but like for Montana, I guess it's just big. It's just
Hmm.
huge. You're like, holy buckets. Yeah, it takes some getting used to. Because you can get lost out there real easy, or you can get yourself in real bad bind real fast, and it's like, oh, it's not that far.
Yeah.
Last year, for our summit, we did 14 miles.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we didn't really deviate from anything. We did take the long way down, but
Right. Right. Yeah, we did miss a. We zigged a little bit when we should have zagged right there
yeah,
at the tail
yeah,
end, but
yeah.
that's all right
Then we
though.
dropped off. Remember we dropped off in that huge deal? I
Yeah,
mean,
that
we're
was
like,
a.
remember, it was like, where did that valley come from? That is not on the map, man.
Yeah.
We missed that part. I was really nervous. I'm not kidding you. I thought for sure a grizzly bear was going to come out somewhere.
I'm
I really did. I'm
I,
like, there's a trail. You can see the trail. I'm like, there's
right.
there's a bear down there somewhere. There has to be.
Yeah, and there may have been. I don't know. I mean,
Thank God he
but
did not come out. I prayed the whole way. I was like, Lord, if there's one here, just let him hang out wherever he is.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. I did my best. Like I wasn't going through the trees. I stayed in the open the whole time. I was like,
Yeah.
ooh. I was so happy to turn around and see we were out of there. I was like, oh man. So I'm like, yeah, if this is a place to die, we're gonna die right
You're
here.
right. Yeah. 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 I would say of all the places that we've been, that was probably the sketchiest as far as
Yeah.
bear
That
country.
really that made me legitimately nervous. But I wasn't about to tell you that or my wife. So I remember like you keep an eye out, I'll find a way out. And you're like, okay.
That's right. Yeah, I remember we hit the bottom of that and it kind of opened up into that little kind of meadow thing,
Yeah.
and I it felt like we were running across that meadow. You know what I mean? Like, there's the end
I,
right there. So,
yeah. Yeah. I think you're right. Remember that squishy stuff we found?
yeah, dude, I was just looking at the picture of that the other day.
That stuff's awesome.
Yeah, it was the craziest. I don't even know how to describe it really because it was. I mean, it was like moss, but it looked waterproof because the water would beat up, but it would like a sponge. I don't know.
Yeah. It was like memory foam, kind
Yeah,
of. Yeah, it was super neat. So as you can tell, we're not professional podcasters because there's a few moments of silence.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Which I do not plan on editing out, by the way, because
no,
I'm
I think yeah,
minimal editing on this whole thing because it needs to be more,
real,
yeah, authentic, whatever. I don't
authentic.
know.
I like that. You said authentic. I instantly thought of tacos. I was like, want some tacos. Yeah, authenticity. There's the word of the day.
That's right. Like,
I like it.
you want to know what it's like to hike with us? You just keep watching this, and you'll realize what it's like to. At least you'll get a
Yeah,
taste of it anyway. And I
you
don't
get a
know that we
taste of
could
it.
really make it the same as hiking with us, but
No, you'd have to come with us because it's like,
mm,
yeah, it'll blow your mind, blow your dome.
yeah, you learn all kinds of new words. We make up words all the time.
Good words. They're not naughty
Yeah,
words.
no naughty words.
No naughty words. So, oh,
No
no, it's
altitude
yeah.
delirium.
Altitude. I love altitude delirium.
Yeah.
I was reading a thing the other day. Speaking of that, I was reading about Mount Everest, and it says a lot of people like once you get above 8,000 feet, that's if people get above 8,000 feet and are hiking around and farting around like us and they get sick, they really shouldn't climb Everest.
Right.
And I kind of laughed because I'm like, I'm running around at almost 13,000 feet, no problem. So I was like, maybe I would love to climb Everest, but it, it's like, I don't know, like $50,000, and um, I think it's like a 7 week process or something like that.
Holy cats!
Yeah, but I'm like, ooh, I don't know, that's a lot of money.
Right?
So maybe I could just go visit,
Yeah.
fly over it. I don't know.
I it would be worth it, but
Be super cool. Stand on top of the world. But I heard there's like, I don't know, like everybody does it now, and it's not, kind of loses its luster.
yeah, I think I've read someplace that they've I don't they didn't not really commercialized it, but
Yeah,
it's so guided and so you know they've made it too easy to do it, I guess. I don't know if that's
yeah.
true or not, but I
I don't
mean,
know.
I have a hard time believing that they can make something like that too easy, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I mean, it's pretty. What is it? I think it's 27,000 and some change, or 25,
yeah, that sounds right.
something like that. Yeah. So, yeah, you said it makes it sound easy, but it's, you know, but to be that high up is not easy on your body.
Right.
It technically should kill you. So,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like once you pass like 17,000 feet or something like that, your body starts to decay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because of the lack of oxygen, and it just, yeah, I've read it a few times. So I think it's 17 or 23. I think it's 17.
Hmm.
So we haven't quite hit that yet.
No, no, and we're gonna have to do some traveling, I think, if we want to hit that. Because
Yeah, I
what's
don't know. Or to go to Alaska, maybe
yeah, yeah,
McKinley or
yeah,
Denali.
yeah,
Climb
I think so.
Denali. I got an invite last year for this year. And I got to call the guy to see if he still wants to do it. He wants to climb Mount St. Helens in the dark on a full
Really?
moon. Yeah.
Huh.
So you're on the top when the sun comes up. He says it's pretty amazing.
That sounds like a trip.
It sounds super sick. So
Yeah.
I'll make some phone calls, and if he's still on, we got to do it. If I have to come get you, we'll go do it. I'll be like, Joy, he'll be back in a week.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm just kidding, Joy. so, so a side note, since we're two believers, I got I got a couple books yesterday in the mail. It's been referred to me by one of my. It seems like all my buddies are pastor buddies, and so he's big into the way outside. So he told me, he's like, get this book. I don't know if it's gonna show up or not. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna stick it in front of me. There we go. It's called Experiencing God.
Oh.
Um, and then I got the devotional. See if I can do this real slow. If it'll work. Same thing, just a lot smaller. Daily devotional. So it's a really good book. Um, yeah, I got to read it. So he did, I'm gonna tell a guy too much about a book because you want him to read it. So,
Right.
but to help you get closer to God, I guess. So
Hmm.
we've been doing Tuesday nights is a small group at my house. Kind of let the cat out of the bag on that one. So uh, it was kind of on the down low, but now it's out there. So whoops. Out there, I'm trying to hide it, and then just try to keep it to a dull roar.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, we got this book, and we got one more thing on James. We've been doing the book of James,
Huh?
and now we got this book. We're going to start not this coming week, but the week after. And see how it goes. Now there's a small group like package you can buy for this, like a workbook and all this stuff. But
Okay.
I decided just buy the books, and we can just go through it and read it, see what happens.
Yeah.
So it sounds exciting. That'll be fun. Came highly recommended. So
Oh, good deal.
yeah, yeah. And they're like $9 on Amazon. So
Awesome.
yeah.
So it's funny that you mentioned the way outside because you'll see when I put this up that I changed our layout a little bit,
Nice.
and so we have the way outside emblems up on the top up here.
Oh, sweet.
So I guess maybe give a little overview of the way outside and what you guys are up to and
Okay. So
you know
the way outside, as you can see, Philip's mug right there.
mm,
Nice timing. That was not planned.
not at all.
So, anyways, we started like 4 years ago, I think, and it's slowly progressed into different things. We've gone through different stages. Like, we started with hunting and trying to get kids involved and stuff, and then we kind of take a break from everything and just trying to figure out where God wants us to go. And so it's turned into what it is ultimately now. And this is all we do. Um, we feed people and we cut firewood to give away to people. So I go to church with some ranchers, and when they have a down cow that's still, it's not sick or anything, it just gets down, has a broke leg or something. Or, I go pick it up and we butcher it. We grind the whole thing, and we have a freezer. So we got two massive freezers because I really like to hunt. And we'll get into that later
Mhm.
in another episode. And so we grind it. I butcher it. I put a thing out for everybody. Usually have a lot of people come and help me cut it up. And then my wife, she grinds it all up. Uh, I I don't have the patience to grind it all up. I don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I get so many animals. I could care less. I'm like, care. What do you want to do with them, babe? Do it. Here it is. So she grinds it all up. We package it, put it in the freezer. And then when people need food, we have the beef. Everybody needs beef. Everybody likes meat. So we find family or someone calls us like, hey, this family needs uh, food or whatever. We give them food. We also have people that we have one family right now. We're just getting into the firewood. We just started late, so we have one family that we keep supplied with firewood, and yeah. But this coming year, we plan on cutting just mountains of firewood, and yeah, because that's big on this side.
Mhm.
I know it's big in Montana, period. I
Yeah.
think so, especially on my side. In case you don't know, I live in Missoula. I live on the Missoula Frenchtown line, so don't get me mixed up with like the hardcore Missoula people. I don't care what you think about that. I said that. So I live out in the woods, all right, kind of. I live far away from Missoula. Anyways, and Philip lives in Roundup on the other side of the state. So on my side, lot loads of mountains and trees, and everybody burns wood. Not everybody can afford wood, but they burn wood. So we go cut wood, and we show up and just give you wood for free. And so that's the gist of the way outside. We were doing hunt camps. We're still doing hunt camps. We do the church hunt camp, and if you want to go hunt or hike, people give me a call and like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'll go with them. But our main thing is, uh, firewood and food. So, and we still try to do kid stuff. It's kind of a weird connection to my daughters. I got two daughters in high school, so I don't know how to say this. So sometimes they have a lot of friends that are boys, but they're not boyfriends. All right, so there, I get invited over to come hunt sometimes, private property. So I hang out with these kids, and I hunt their property with them, and that's a lot of fun. So, so I make the connection with kids occasionally, which is what our main thing is: keeping people warm, keeping people fed. So that's that. That's what we do. And we have mugs. We try to sell mugs to help pay for fuel and chains and stuff like that, or
Hmm.
keeping up. We like to buy a new grinder, so we try to do that, and we try to send stuff to Philip too, so he can kind of. I would love to be able to do it. We'll do it on this side. I'd love to do it on have Philip set up doing it wherever Philip is. So yeah, because there's a lot of people. We're a couple of nobodies that just try to do what God wants us to do. So
Hmm.
we've been in tight spots plenty of times, so we know what it's like to be without.
Right.
So that's my main goal. I know what it's like to be without, so I don't want people to be without. So I can't pay your bills, but I can get some food in your belly and keep your house warm. So,
There you go. That's right.
so that's what we do. There's the mug again. Perfect.
Yes.
We got mugs. We got. Can I do this? Water bottles.
There you go.
Yeah. So that's cool.
If you're the hiking type, those Nalgene bottles are pretty sweet.
Oh, they're the bomb. If you
Yep.
like and you don't have one, something wrong with you. They are like indestructible.
Yeah. Yep.
Trust me. Mine's been through multiple of the files, and you'll ever see. It's
Yeah.
it's rough. It was smooth. It's so rough a catfish could hold on to it. I'm telling you.
You know, it scraped up more boulders, buy more boulders, and
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So if anybody is interested in any of that, get a hold of one of us and we'll hook you up.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to help or donate or
Yeah,
whatever you
absolutely.
gotta. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know. Um, so whenever you hear us talk about the way outside, that's because you'll be hearing that quite often, I think. And I'll put some I'll put a link down in the description of the video and stuff for like the Facebook page and things like that. So um,
Cool, man.
and I don't know what we're gonna for upcoming episodes. I mean, we're trying to do these kind of off the cuff a little bit, but it's nice to have a little bit of a direction, at least for a portion of it.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I like it. I like it.
so
So no, we just got it's just trail nuts or trail mix. I
yeah,
said trail
right.
nuts. Trail mix. I see. Now we're getting nuts. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't even have altitude delirium. I'm in my office with a fake background.
That's right. Yeah, it looks like you could be in a place to have altitude delirium anyway.
I was gonna like be outside when we did this today, but it is like with the wind chill. I think it's
Oh
like
man.
-10 or 15. It's ridiculous. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll be inside today.
Yeah, you'd be sitting out there just
Yep. Like, boy,
yeah.
how's the weather out there? Oh, it's great for your snowman.
Yeah.
Although my background, we have been there. That's how we got the picture. So
Yes.
yep.
Yes.
All the pictures that I use for backgrounds are legitimate. I
Oh,
have been there. I have set foot on that place. So, and more than likely, Philip has set foot there also. There's a few places I've been, Philip hasn't been. So,
yeah.
but
Yep.
that's just because he doesn't live on my side of the state.
Right. Yes.
So, yep. And for those who don't know, I am not super techie, not even close. You wouldn't believe what I had to go through to get this background. Philip, on the other hand, is super techie. So yeah, he's yeah. You need tech stuff done, he's on it. You want to go blaze through the wilderness, I'm on it. So we'll make a good team.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I guess
So,
while we're kind of on the um, about having what we're gonna talk about or whatever. Anybody, any of you guys that are watching this, if you have suggestions or if you want to know more about something that we're talking about, um, especially when it comes to our faith, because we'll be getting into that a lot more in future videos as well. Um, to shoot us a message, put a comment, whatever. We're not we're not one of those people that you disagree with us, so we're gonna hate you or you know whatever. There's so much of that going on right now that somebody disagrees with somebody, they're automatically enemies. And so, like I said, if you want something clarified and want to know more about something or have a suggestion, let us know.
yeah. Oh, sorry. Were you done?
Yeah,
Okay, I wasn't
yes,
sure.
sir.
Sorry.
No, you'll see a lot of that too.
It doesn't help that we're like 6 hours apart. So,
Right? Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm glad we have this technology so we can still be together. Because yeah,
yeah.
but like
Absolutely.
yeah. So like what Philip said, you got a question about anything or just yeah, subject matter, let us know and we'll do our best to not take it too serious, but still inform you. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Life's too. I like to have a good time. In case you didn't know, I love to have a good time. So that's a double-edged sword, though, because a lot of people, when I want to be serious, no one takes me serious. So what are you gonna do? No, there's a lot of serious subjects out there. So, I guess the most serious subject is where are you gonna go?
Yep.
But we'll, we'll do that. We'll have an episode on that. And I mean, like Philip said, it just comes up. It'll come up. So
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Will it will get put in there pretty much where it needs to be, and um, I don't know. Maybe we'll do the next one just strictly about where we're at as far as that goes, and
yeah.
we'll maybe do a little bit of like a testimony type of a thing, and obviously it's gonna be an abridged version, or at least it will be for me anyway. My testimony gets a little long, but um, and that will probably be enough conversation starter in and of itself.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Yep. We'll just yeah, I don't even know what to say. I don't it'll just come as it comes.
Yeah. Yep.
So
All right, man. Well, it's getting to be about time to wrap up this thing.
yeah, I think
So,
yeah. My daughter keeps texting me. She's like, I have to go. And I'm like, well, take a vehicle and drive yourself there. uh, I don't care.
yeah.
We
All
should
right.
try a high five. You think we could try a high five if we go like this?
Oh, well, we can.
Okay.
Other way.
Oh, you going out?
There you go.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
Well,
Uh,
it
should we,
actually it didn't look all that bad on the recording part anyway.
there you go. Nice. I was sitting here wondering what you're talking. I was like, I wonder if we can high five.
Wait.
See, that's how my brain works, people. He's talking. We high five. I'm still listening, but I want a high
Right.
five.
Yeah, this is the
Uh,
conversation that goes on when we're hiking. Is just to go from one thing to another to another to another to another to another,
oh
and
yeah.
it all ends up coming together. It's just you never know how it's going to come together until it does.
Oh yeah, that's like a montage of like Google, Yahoo, and the Bible, and a tornado.
Yes, that's a great way to describe it, actually.
I can't believe I just used the word montage. I don't think I've ever used that in my life. That was great. Montage. We should have a word of the day. Montage. I like
We should. That's actually a good
that.
idea.
Word of the week.
There you go.
Montage. I don't know. Well, should we sign off in our usual way?
Absolutely.
All right. I love you.
And I love you.
And God loves you.
Peace.
Peace out, y'all.